on one hand, I know that I'm doing my absolute best, but that part of my brain makes me feel like you didn't do a thing today. And I know that's just the intrusive thoughts. And I just have to remind myself that I'm doing what I can. Hey sunflowers and squares, welcome back to BPD Squared, where we discuss mental health from a black girl's perspective. My name is Brenda, and today we're going to talk about being stuck inside because of virus. There's a lot that's just going through my head that I'm just struggling with right now, and I know that I'm not the only one dealing with this. I know I'm not the only one who is experiencing these problems. It's just a very difficult time right now for everyone, honestly. In these times, we feel helpless and we feel like there's nothing we can actively contribute to. I try not to delve too much into that mindset or too much into, what's been, too much of the coverage, basically, what's been going on. And I know that I can't avoid it 100%. Like, I watched some news coverage on purpose because I do want to make sure that I'm at least somewhat abreast of what's going on out there, because I don't want to be just completely ignorant of the situation. But it's like, once you start throwing out the words pandemic and throwing out idea of panic and unpreparedness, I'm sure that not just with me, but with so many people, it's just causing all this calamity. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I know that there's a lot of us who are suffering through this situation. And there's a lot of us that are stuck at home and are stuck with dealing with a pandemic as well as dealing with mental illness. This video is kind of my encouragement talk, like my little pep talk to myself, as well as to everyone out there who is suffering through this time. And I know that you don't have to be diagnosed with a mental disorder to be struggling through this time. It is scary out here. Like, I still don't understand, and I'm being like totally serious about this, but I still don't understand why there is such a shortage of toilet paper. Why are people fighting over toilet paper? I still don't get that. I want to be able to shed some kind of encouragement to those out there and hopefully motivate myself, to be totally honest, because I've been, I lost my job, so I've been pretty much at home regardless, and it just seems that every day gets harder and harder to do anything. It's hard to want to get up in the morning and eat and brush my teeth and wash my face and cook breakfast for myself and my husband, feed my dogs, take them on a walk. Even naming all that stuff right now is like mentally exhausting me, because it's like, it's really not that much, but it's just the thought of I actively have to get up and do something every single day is exhausting. And I'm frustrated about it because it shouldn't be this hard. And with this pandemic going on, it just adds on top of my worry. It just adds on top of me feeling useless. It just adds on top of me feeling like I'm contributing nothing to this, This is supposed to be an encouraging video. I sound so sad, but also I'm just telling truth. It's hard. My hardest thing is going to sleep feeling guilty, feeling as if I did nothing with my day and I did nothing to contribute to the life we live in this home and the happiness that goes on in this home. But I do small things throughout the day to at least say, you know what, you did this. Last night, I made sure that I washed the dishes. I think I cooked breakfast. I did. I cooked breakfast yesterday. I walked the dogs. I think I did laundry. I don't know. But the point of this is not helpful. The point is, you have a right to feel how you feel during this time. I am depressed right now. I am. And I know I'm smiling about it, but I smile to keep from crying, I guess. But I am. I'm actively depressed right now because I'm feeling those feelings of hopelessness and feeling those feelings of not giving my all, I guess. And it's like, on one hand, I know that I'm doing my absolute best, but that part of my brain makes me feel like you're not doing shit. You didn't do a damn thing today. And I know that's just the intrusive thoughts. And I just have to remind myself that I'm doing what I can. So my encouraging message, finally, in this video is that during this very difficult time, do what you can. Please don't force yourself or blame yourself for doing things that are out of your control. And what I mean is, don't feel bad if you can't go to work because of this pandemic. Don't feel bad that you just don't have the energy to do all of the things that you normally would do in your normal routine. Again, like I mentioned earlier, my routine changed, and now I'm actively working to build that back. I'm trying to find that meaning in what it is that I'm doing again. And that's fine too. You are allowed to go through a hard time. You're allowed to hurt. You're allowed to be scared. You're allowed to be depressed. You're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to feel at this time. It's hard. It's so hard every day. It's so hard every day. I can understand why the dissociative, the DID community, forgive me, the DID community is so upset right now, because it is so hard validating yourself. It is so hard validating your personal issues and your personal struggles on a daily basis. It's so hard to just feel validated, not just by a community, not by your friends, your family, just within yourself. We have enough problems in ourselves feeling that we have a right to say and feel what we say and feel. And I understand how hard it is for everybody out here who is sharing their story to feel like they have a right to say anything about what they're feeling. Like, every time I make a video, I am terrified, y'all. Every time I make a video, I'm terrified, because I'm like, am I gonna say the wrong thing? Am I allowed to feel this way? Even though I've been actively diagnosed, even though I've been in the hospital twice, even though I've been on my medication, even though the signs are there from stories and recounts from family and friends, even though everything is there, I still don't feel like I have a right to express my own personal struggle. And I understand how hard that is for everybody right now. And it's like, for that to happen to the DID community and for this pandemic to be going on, it's like, how much more are we gonna be tested with, you know? I don't want to ramble on too much longer. I just wanted to remind you guys to stay encouraged, and I know that that's a very loaded statement even for me, but it's gonna be okay. That's the best thing I can say right now. I don't know if that's very helpful, but it's one of the things I have to tell myself on a daily basis, just so that I know I can go to sleep and wake up in the morning. So, there's my 2 cents that nobody asked for. But anyway, insert shameless plugs here. And as always, stay square, and I love you. And we will get through this. And we will be okay.